Welcome in, welcome in, welcome everyone to the live. Tosh, you here?
Yes, 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 yes. Thanks for having me.
Welcome in, and thank you for coming in and for your support, everyone. Uh, Also, we have lost young Dolph. Young Dolph has been gunned down in Memphis, Tennessee at a cookie store.
Mm.
So, our prayers are with the family at this time, and we're going to open up the lines for a call in segment about young Dolph. If anyone has anything to say, prayers going up for the family, or whatever you would like to say, let's just keep it clean and positive. But first, we're going to go into a video. So, everyone stand by.
Yes, indeed. You guys, we're going to drop a dial in line like Black Label Reviews was saying earlier. And, please send some prayers out to this family. This is just, oh, man, I don't even know what to say, but just
They
send
say
some
Dolph
prayers out
dead,
to
y'all.
this family.
Damn, I can't believe this shit.
Okay, pause the video. Okay, we're going to pause the video now. Allegedly, young Dolph has been gunned down at Makita's Cookies. Now, the word is that he walked up into the cookie store and someone opened fire on the 26-year-old rapper. Now, we don't know if this was after an alleged altercation outside of Lowe's Hotel or not. There are rumors circulating that that could have been the case.
Mm.
And so, more information is coming in. And again, the lines are open. We're going to open up the lines after the video. If you want to call in, here goes the number 1-669-258-3575.
All right. I think we may already have a phone caller. Hang on a second, Black Label.
Very good.
From Tanya. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hey, Tanya. Thanks for calling in.
Hi, Tanya.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for calling in.
What are you guys doing?
Doing good. Okay, now I think that this sounds like my niece from Tennessee. So she has information, you guys. We want to know what you know. What is it that you know, Tam Tam?
Well, from what I can see, from the news is just that from what I can see on the live feed that they have going on is that he was getting cookies at Makita's, and that they got a call and they responded to that, and that they confirmed that it was him.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
And I also, and then the weird thing is that I actually had a friend let me know that one of the restaurants that are out here owned by Yo Gotti called Privé was on the, like, I guess on social media. I was at work, so I'm just kind of getting little bits and pieces here and there.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me that, and so I just got back. Actually, I ran to the store to get a tomato at Kroger, and sure enough, they did shut down Privé on precaution. But it's just some officers, a couple of officers that have that area blocked. And that's about it. The climate, when I went into the store, you could tell a lot of the youth there, apparently, they're upset about his loss. Some people had his music playing on their phones, or you could just kind of hear the conversation of different people were having when I was waiting in line, that, he's obviously impacted their lives, kind of like a Kobe-like Nipsey Hussle type like vibe going on in there that I can get.
Oh yeah, but I do believe that Dolph was also into gentrification. He too was into buying up properties within the community, as Nipsey was. So yes, I could imagine there is that vibe. And of course, we have a lot of the celebrities that he has worked with in mourning as well, such as Two Chains, T.I., and Megan the Stallion, just to mention a few. So this is a well-renowned rapper. For 26 years of age, he was very well known and very well liked. But there is said to be a beef between him and one of Yo Gotti's friends. Now, that is allegedly, that's word on the street.
Well, that kind of makes the plot a lot thicker.
Exactly. It's very, very telling. In fact, also, it's out there that Corey Clendon was booked and held for 48 hours on attempted murder in this case, allegedly. However, he was released for some reason. And we don't know if this young man is the shooter or not. But I'm sure in the next coming days we will be getting a lot more information as to what has really happened to him.
Wow. And also, another thing that, I researched was that young Dolph was shot at 2 times a few years ago.
Out in Hollywood.
Right. Like,
he was literally shot.
Yeah.
But he was fortunate to come out on top. But unfortunately, this time Aldolph Thornton Jr. is Dolph's real name. Wasn't so lucky. So prayers do go out to his family. And we're going to go ahead and finish rolling the video.
Okay.
Everyone,
caller, thank you so much for calling in. And, we would love to get a more a temperature check in the future about what's going on. Because you're actually out there in that area. You're out there in Memphis, right?
Right. I'm not where he got shot, but I am actually in East Memphis, and the incident occurred in South Memphis by the airport, from what I'm told. But
was it around 1 o'clock?
A lot of the Prevay is around the corner. I do live around the corner from Prevay, and then a lot of the hot spots where a lot of the local rappers and stuff go to, such as what is the other place, Love. They're all like right around the corner, and places that I'll even myself go to. Very nice, places. I was, like I say, I drove by there, and they had that shut down, but that sits in a common with Home Depot and stuff like that, and Ross is up in there. So they're still letting people shop there, but my daughter said that they're supposed to be putting a curfew on the city. So I need to even dig a little deeper onto that and see what's going on.
Oh, absolutely. And feel free, if you come up with any more information, you know how to contact me. But I want to thank you for calling in, and we'll be in touch, Nisi. Thank you for calling, Tam Tam.
Okay.
All right.
Love you.
All right. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay, now let's go back into the video, guys. So we had someone that was actually close by what actually happened. This is just really a sad situation, and we wanted to kind of get a feel for what really went on. So let's go back into the video.
Oh my God, y'all. They say Dolph dead, y'all. They say Dolph dead. Right up here on Airway and catch you. I'm talking about I was just standing out here just seeing this shit. You talking about back up now. Damn. Oh, wait. I never seen no shit like this. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God. They say this Dolph. They say this Dolph. They say this Dolph.
Mm.
Fuck going on? It's your boy Memphis 3 News, and
Can you
today
pause for a
we
second,
talking about
Black Label? You know, I have to say, when you look at the hole, the size of the hole in that glass, that is really it just makes it literally gets me emotional. Um, uh-oh, I think we may have lost Black Label. Are you there, Black Label?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Um, it gets me kind of emotional. I'm not gonna even front because that was a big hole. And then another thing that I want to say is if he if young Dolph was in the cookie shop, right? The guy
Right.
in was he the only fatality? Because if you're running a cookie shop, then there's people running the shop. There's cashiers, there's people baking the cookies, there's people in the back distributing the cookies so that so I find it pretty interesting if he was the only fatality.
Yes, now that is an interesting reality. And I'm not surprised that you picked that up. But it's very awkward that witnesses that worked there at the cookie shop stated after he walked in, someone pulled up in a car and opened fire. But no one got hit but him. He even got shot in the head, guys, allegedly. He
Mm,
was shot multiple times.
hmm that
Yeah,
some yeah, okay, because Black Label, just looking at the hole in the glass kind of made me think, and then you see all of the glass spillage. You can tell that it was a high magnitude shooting in a highly public place. For him to only be the fatality, and I don't wish that there's more, but it something doesn't seem right. Something
you're
doesn't
right.
seem right about that.
You're absolutely correct. And what is this rumor on the street that he was in a fight? He had a fight. And also, we need to dig into, is there any truth to the fact that the word on the street is that he literally drug himself to a nearby, now we need to check this out to see if this is true,
Hmm.
to a nearby shoe store, the Shoe
Mm,
Palace.
mm.
So, it's very devastating. I'm very hurt about this. This could have
So am
been
I.
anyone's son or brother, and all of these shootings have to come to an end. This is this outrageous, you
It
know?
is, and I think we should do some more digging because if he had to drag, so allegedly, if he had to drag himself out of the cookie shop to the shoe palace, for me personally, if I'm just putting myself in his position, if I was shot inside of a cookie shop and I'm the only one that's fatally injured, I would lean towards the people inside the cookie shop to help me. I wouldn't try to drag myself away from the help unless the help was unless the people that were inside were the one infiltrating my demise.
Yeah, I mean, this story it's a very it has a lot of moving pieces to it.
Yeah, it
Like,
does.
was he shot up inside of the cookie store, and is that where he laid, until he got help?
Mm-hmm.
Or was he in so much fear that he had to literally crawl
Mm,
to a shoe palace for help
mm.
because he couldn't get help where he was?
And how are
I
the
mean,
other people doing inside the cookie shop? I mean, like there had to be more than just him in the cookie shop. Child. I'm sorry.
oh yeah, there's a big blank
Mm-hmm.
in this story.
Y'all
Now,
call in.
yeah, the
Let us know what
lines
you
are
guys
open.
think.
Does anyone know anything that happened? You have a sentiment that you would like to share with us about young Dolph? Feel free to give us a call.
You have the numbers on the screen right now. It's 1-669-258-3575. Let us
Correct.
know.
Now, we're trying to ascertain, has anyone been arrested? Because my niece just stated that some of the area, the location by where this happened to him is still cordoned off.
Mm, wow.
Yeah,
And
and I'm sorry, Tosh. She also made mention that they may be going into a curfew
mm-hmm,
because of this.
mm-hmm. She did. She did. And
Yes.
the simple fact that this young man was trying to build up the community, it does have, just like what your niece was saying, it does have a Nipsey Hustle feel to it. It's like, why are young black men being gunned down? He was 36 years old. You know, I never heard anything bad about him, particularly in the
Me
media.
either. Me either. But I can tell you this: he made sure that he bought his son a house. In fact, his goal was to get his son a house a year. He was
Mm,
not playing around. He was taking care of business. But it's really sad. His camouflage, expensive car was left in that parking lot. You can't take this stuff with you.
mhm,
But, nowadays it's just not safe when you have money to roll around unarmed. It's
mhm,
really not. Whether you have to pay for security, whatever it takes, guys, don't be stingy. If you
mhm.
have the money and you're flaunting the jewelry, you must have security behind you because no one is bulletproof. No one.
Well, that goes to show you that something doesn't seem right because this man was very successful. I believe he was driving a Lamborghini.
Yes, he was
If
driving a camouflage Lamborghini.
if the motive was robbery, wouldn't they have taken the Lambo? um,
Hey, it seems like the motive was to remove him from Earth because all they did was a drive-by.
mhm.
They pulled up and they unloaded quite a few shots.
And then again, he was this happened to him two times. About what 5-6 years ago, and the second when it happened to him those years back, he was hospitalized for it. So someone had it out for him for sure.
Oh yeah, he had we know of the one feud, but where there's one there could be two or three. So
Right.
it's really hard to call exactly what's going on. So
Mhm.
um for all of you that are listening to the broadcast, young Dolph has been shot and killed in Memphis, Tennessee, Memphis, at a cookie shop at Macadia's Cookies. He walked inside of the cookie store, and someone pulled up in a car and unloaded on the 26-year-old rapper. Um, Rumor has it this altercation occurred after an altercation at the Lowe's Hotel. Now, if anyone knows anything about this or if you've heard anything about the situation, go ahead and give us a call. The call lines are open.
Yes. The call lines are open, and again, if you guys have any thoughts on this, if you guys want to give your condolences to the family, or just, let us know. The number is 1-669-258-3575. Um, again, the one thing that's just irking me the most is that, he allegedly used to frequent this cookie shop a lot. And
Oh yeah,
I mean, it's giving me, now this is just my opinion, but if you want to lure somebody somewhere, you lure them to the places that they like to go.
that's
You know.
true. But another thing that we do know is that he pulled up in his car and he pulled up
Mhm.
alone. But where did he pull up from?
Mhm. Right.
You know,
Right.
did he just leave an altercation at that Lowe's hotel? Now, people, the streets are going to talk. They'll talk.
Mhm.
And for what we understand, there's more to this story than what is being disclosed in the news because, we know our people. And
That's
our
right.
people are going to talk to our people at the end of the day, maybe that's all we want to talk to.
Yeah.
So the
That's true.
lines are open. Feel free to call in and let us know what's on your minds and what's in your hearts tonight. Let's keep it positive and genuine.
Mhm.
And rest in paradise to young Dolph,
Mhm.
where he has
Um,
proceeded. He has made it to the Golden Gates, we would hope, but
mm.
unfortunately, gone too soon, way
Yeah.
too soon.
36 years old. I mean, I just feel like that is way, way too young. And him being in such good health, and then he had a son, and he was doing great things for the community. It's just, it's really unfortunate to see this type of thing, and it's common. I was talking to T951. Shout out to T951, and
Mm-hmm.
you know we were talking Rocky and a lot of stuff, and I just feel like I'm desensitized. Like, we kind of expect this to happen to our people nowadays. Like, nothing shocks me anymore, and that's sad. That this kind of
Yeah,
tragedy doesn't shock you. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's really sad. This man had a family just like the person that pulled the trigger. How do you
Mm.
sleep at night?
How do
I
you sleep?
don't understand why our people are doing this to each other more than,
Yeah.
it's being done to you by someone other than your own race. It's really sad.
Hmm. That's true. Especially people who are like Nipsey. Nipsey was trying to build the community, and this does give me that sort of Nipsey feel. Um, he was trying to build the community. He's trying to build his son up. You know,
Yeah, he was about positivity and it was rare. I have not heard anything negative about this man other than he was working on himself and his family,
hmm
but we're not in Memphis, he's a Memphis native and he was living his best life.
yeah,
And I just feel really bad for the family because this is very much unexpected.
right before Thanksgiving and right before Christmas.
Yes, and that's pretty much how it goes.
Hmm.
You know, it's a very, very sad thing that happened to him. It's like we're not animals. You can't go around gunning each other down.
Hmm.
Okay, you only gun down what you're gonna eat.
That's right. That's right. And it's something just didn't seem right.
Yeah, it seems like a well plotted out hit to me from what I'm
Right.
getting.
That's what I'm feeling too. Because
Yeah.
it just doesn't make sense. I keep going back to that whole, when you, at the beginning of this live stream, when you look at the hole in that window and you see all the glass shatter, there was a lot of gunfire. For him to only be the only fatality, the only one, and all of that, something don't
Hmm.
seem right. For him to crawl away from the cookie shop, and he's the only injured one, and there's people operating that cookie shop. Basic common sense will tell you that does not make any kind of sense. And what's up,
Exactly.
Bucking? Long live Dolph from Jersey. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. It just, there's a fly in the milk here. It does not make sense. This is definitely something that the police, you need to investigate deeper, because he was set up. I mean,
This
well,
sounds like he really was.
allegedly.
Yeah.
I'll
It
say
it
allegedly.
yeah, the story has well too many holes in it.
Hmm.
Was this man receiving aid at that cookie location? Or was he in fear of his life inside of the cookie location and had no choice but to crawl out of there to the nearest safe location that he could? But also, another thing that we must note is that young Dolph went to his Twitter account on Sunday,
Mm,
and that is the last thing that we heard from him.
mm,
He took to his Twitter account on Sunday.
mm. Well, maybe there's some digging into that needs to be investigated too, you know? Um,
Yeah, and there's a lot of cameras. It's very difficult to get away with crime nowadays in America. You
mhm,
did that at a public cookie place. Do you really think when you turned the corner, the cameras on that main boulevard or any boulevard, you turned the corner on, that those
mhm,
cameras didn't see your car? They may even have an image of your face, but
mhm.
you will be caught because this is a low down, dirty shame. You just can't go around doing things like this to people.
I'd be interested to know, um, how many times he was shot, in conjunction with how many people were in that damn cookie shop.
Yeah, and from what I'm understanding, it was like maybe four people working in the cookie shop.
How
And
come no one?
everyone, you know what? The thing that really threw me about the cookie thing, the cookie location, is that people were reluctant to tell what happened.
Right. I mean, that's weird. If I was working there, and it wouldn't matter if it was a celebrity or not. If I was working there and I survived all them gunshots, I'd be on the news everywhere. Like, I die, man. I'm a miracle. I survived this. Like, whoo, that could have been me. Why are you trying to
Exactly.
hide from the camera? Like, what's wrong? When people hide, they're hiding something, and when they hide from cameras, they hide. I'm not saying that to take a dig at the people from the cookie shop, because who knows, maybe they're hiding from the camera because they they may feel like, you know young Dolph was shot, and he has people after him, and they don't want to put their name to it and stuff. But
Hmm.
I just think it's just awfully odd that this happened in such a a public place, and he's the only one. And I think it comes from my upbringing, because drive-by shootings and stuff like that, you always hear about the intended victim not being shot, but then it's someone else that's shot, but then there's other people in the surrounding perimeter or surrounding area that end up getting shot too. And when I look at the pictures of
Hmm.
that cookie shop, it wasn't like a mansion. It's like a little hole in the wall type place.
Exactly. So it really makes you wonder, what was it about that cookie shop, or what really happened that he perhaps was followed there?
Mhm. Right.
Because let's face it, there's got to, like I said, there's got to be some footage. There's got to be some footage. It's right there by all those name brand stores. And
Mhm.
as my niece was saying, that's an area where all the celebrities hang out at. So you know that there has to be a lot of cameras in that area. And just giving a description of the vehicle and the time. And I was trying to ask her, did this allegedly happen at about 1 o'clock their
Mm,
time?
mm. Yeah. so if he was, because normally, let me ask you, Black Label, if you are in need of help, would you run towards help or would you run away from the help?
I would have been scared to death. I would have been trying to get behind the counter with the employees.
Exactly.
So I'm trying to figure out, why would he leave out of that location? Clearly he was shot on the inside. By the way, all the windows are cracked. I mean, the glass is gone.
Yeah, his car was parked and he entered into the building.
Exactly.
So why would you crawl out of a place that's a safe zone where you know that the bullets are coming from that space, unless you know for a fact that there's danger inside that building?
Right. So my thing is that I feel that he knew that his life was in danger, but if he was riddled with as many bullets as they say he was, and being shot in the head also, he could have been in mass confusion
That
and
could be
just
too.
in fear, and his body just kind of picked up wherever he could be, because the life of him was being lost.
That could be true too, but the I always go back to this. If if he had as many bullets shot to him, I don't know how many times he was shot, but how come he was the only one?
We're going to keep asking that question because it just sounds suspect. And it makes me wonder, did someone enter in through that back door? Is that why he couldn't go out through the back? Because they had him boxed in front to back?
It's a cookie
Because,
place. What
yeah,
was there customers there standing in line for some cookies? Yeah. I
or
mean,
apparently not.
why was that?
Very, very good question. But as you all can see, we have a lot of unanswered questions. What do you guys think? Be sure to drop a comment below after the stream as well. Feel free to indulge in the chat. Um, we're gonna be live for a few more minutes, and also we're gonna ask that you, if you haven't subscribed to Black Label Reviews already, go ahead and do so at this time. Be sure to set your post notification bells so that when we do upload, you will receive an immediate notification. And thank you for your love and support, BLR family.
Right. And Black Label Reviews will be live again on Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So make sure we posted that on our community. Well, I posted it on my community tab. So make sure you set those notifications so you don't miss it as well
Yeah,
on
actually,
Sunday.
that's Saturday, Tosh.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
Sorry. Saturday.
that's going to be Saturday, and then of course we'll be live again on the TT and BLR TV on Sunday morning, every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. We have reaction videos, and also be aware that we give away cash every Saturday to the best comments. You have to drop a comment in at least two places, um, on one of the channels that we have. So thank you all for your love and support. And Tosh, you have anything else you want to say about this?
Well, I do want to read some of the comments. I know that Star just wrote something in the chat. She says,
Oh yes, that's my other niece, Star.
"Oh, that's
Welcome
a
in.
Star. Hey."
She's out in Vegas.
All right, Vegas, girl. I want to go out to Vegas so bad. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's my next to my oldest sister's daughter. I love you,
Oh,
baby.
oh, that's so cute. Star
Yeah,
says, such a tragedy. This black on black crime has to stop. This is Nipsey all over again. Yes, it is. And
yeah.
whenever our people give back to the community, they end up dying in the same community they gave back to. Girl, you better preach.
That's right. And it's really, really sad because that's exactly what is going on. It's like
Mhm,
it's Nipsey all over again. And that's exactly what people are saying. It's like,
mhm.
must we continue to shorten the lives of our intelligent Black people.
Right.
And it's just so much Black on Black crime. We
Mm.
don't know what to think about this or what to do.
Yeah. And we're so quick to talk about, other crimes. We tend to kind of like give a pass on black crime. Black on black crime is just as bad as any other crimes by other races that are put on us. To me it's worse because it's black genocide.
It really is. And when we sit up and we complain about other races and what they're doing to us, turn around in the mirror and look at what we're doing to ourselves. In
Hmm.
fact, welcome in Brandon. Brandon World.
Hey, Brandon.
Our understanding, Brandon, is no one else got injured except for him,
Only
which,
him. Yeah.
which is very odd. It just seems like he was followed. So they had a bird's eye view of the whole situation, you know, what he was doing, where he was going, and what was coming next.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense for it to be in such a public place with the magnitude of bullets that infiltrated that window with the big hole. Rewind this live stream and watch what I'm saying. You guys will understand. It doesn't make sense. When you
It
run
really
a
doesn't.
business, sorry, Black Label, but like when you run a business, there's a lot of people helping to run a business, especially when it has to deal with food service. You got the front line and the back line. You got cashiers in the front, you got people baking stuff in the back, and you have customers coming in through the front. The only person that was injured in this altercation at that cookie shop was young Dolph, and his Lamborghini was left behind. So we know that it wasn't, if it was robbery, then
They would have took the car
they would've took the
and
car.
his jewelry. That's the first thing they're going to do. So, in this instance, it does seem that this was a well plotted out hit, and a lot of things are going to transgress behind this, a lot of bad things.
Mhm.
That's the sad fact of what is going on here. It's tit for tat in this Black culture, and it's really got to stop. It really does.
It does. It's the crab in the barrel mentality. It
Very
really
much
is.
so. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go into the next video, and we're going to go ahead and close this out. Everyone stand by. Okay, here we go. Peace.